Warriors NRL Fanatics here, back today with a video, and I'm going to be giving you all my NRL tips for round 10. So starting off on Thursday the 16th of July, the Sydney Roosters versus the Canberra Raiders at the Sydney Cricket Ground kicks off at 7:50 p.m. Ins for the Sydney Roosters, Boyd Cordner and Brett Morris. Outs for the Canberra Raiders, Josh Hodgson. Now, the Sydney Roosters are coming off a very convincing victory over the North Queensland Cowboys in Townsville last week, while the Canberra Raiders are coming off a loss to the Melbourne Storm up in Canberra. Now, in this game, I've got the Sydney Roosters by 14, and my first try scorer I've gone with James Tedesco. On Friday the 17th of July, it sees the Melbourne Storm versus the Gold Coast Titans at Sunshine Coast Stadium, and this kicks off at 6 p.m. Now, ins for the Melbourne Storm, Cameron Munster returns from injury, Felice Kaufusi and Marian Seve are in. Brian Kelly and Philip Sami for the Gold Coast Titans. My first try scorer, I've gone with Branko Lee, and I'm picking a Melbourne Storm win by 20. The second game on a Friday night sees the West Tigers versus the Brisbane Broncos, and this kicks off at 7:55 p.m. at Leichhardt Oval. Now, ins for the West Tigers, Billy Waters, Russell Packer, Tommy Talau, Chris McQueen and Sam McIntyre. Outs for the Brisbane Broncos, Alex Glenn due to injury. And for the West Tigers, Elijah Taylor and Josh Reynolds. In this game, I'm picking a West Tigers win by 6. And my first try scorer, I've gone with Xavier Coates from the Brisbane Broncos. On Saturday, the 19th of July, the first of 3 games sees the St George Illawarra Dragons versus the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, and this is at WIN Stadium, and it kicks off at 3 p.m. Now, both teams are 1-17 unchanged. The Dragons coming off an outstanding performance and great win over Manly last week, while the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs continue to struggle after their loss. In this game, I've got the Dragons by 26 points, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Zach Lomax. The second game on Super Saturday sees the South Sydney Rabbitohs versus the Newcastle Knights at Bankwest Stadium, and this kicks off at 5:30 p.m. Now, both of these teams are at the moment sitting in the top 8, so this should be a good game. Ins for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, Corey Allen and Jackson Paulo. For the Newcastle Knights, Connor Watson returns. He's coming off the bench, and Sione Matautia is in the 17. Outs for the Campbell Graham and Latrell Mitchell for Souths. And for the Newcastle Knights, Brodie Jones and Daniel Saifiti. In this game, I've got the Newcastle Knights by 4, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Tautei Moga. The last game on Super Saturday sees the Manly Seagulls versus the Parramatta Eels at Lotto Land, and this kicks off at 7:35 p.m. Both teams are unchanged 1-17. Now, Manly at the moment are coming off, have been struggling, and they've come off a very disappointing performance over the Dragons last week. They're struggling without the likes of Dylan Walker and Tommy Trbojevic. The Parramatta Eels are flying at the moment. They've only lost 1 game. They're sitting top of the table, and they're coming off a gritty victory over the Newcastle Knights last week. In this game, I think Parramatta will have too much class for Manly here. I think they'll win this game by 18 points. And my first try scorer, I've gone with Waqa Blake. On Sunday, the 19th of July, the first game on Sunday sees the New Zealand Warriors versus the Cronulla Sharks. And this is at Central Coast Stadium. It kicks off 2 p.m. Australia time. Ins for the Warriors, Kodi Nikorima returns and Eliza Katoa returns from injury. For the Sharks, Ronaldo Mulitalo's back and Connor Tracy is on the bench. And the only outs in this game is for the Sharks is Andrew Fifita. The Warriors coming off a disappointing performance in the second half last week over the Gold Coast Titans when they got off to a good start over the Titans in the first half, leading 12-0, but went down to the Titans 16-12. The Sharks coming off a 50-point hiding over the Penrith Panthers. In this game, I've got the Warriors to win by 12. And my first try scorer, I've gone with David Fusitu'a. The score I'm picking here is a Warriors 24-12 win. The last game on Super Sunday sees the Penrith Panthers versus the North Queensland Cowboys at Penrith Stadium. And this kicks off at 4 p.m. Now, ins for the Penrith Panthers, Dean Whare and Justin O'Neill for the North Queensland Cowboys. Outs for the Cowboys, Scott Drinkwater and Valentine Holmes. And for the Panthers, Charlie Staines, the 18-year-old debutant that scored 4 tries last week. In this game, I think Penrith will have too much class for the North Queensland Cowboys here. I've got the Panthers by 30, and my first try scorer, I've gone with Dylan Edwards. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and share. On Monday, I did a video on the Warriors versus the Titans game, which I went to. If you would like, go check it out. Also, go check out our social media pages. Instagram, Warriors NRL Fanatics. Just search Warriors NRL Fanatics. On Facebook, we are Warriors NRL Fanatics as well. And on Twitter, we are at Fanatics NRL. See you in the next video.